Millions of young people in the United States have autism, a developmental disorder characterized by difficulties with social interaction and communication. However, the nonprofit organization Exceptional Minds is empowering these young people with autism to express their creativity and communicate their visions through the medium of film. The results have been amazing.
So hi, my name is Howie Hoffman. I'm an animation creative director, and I've been a creative director with the studio, and I'm with Exceptional Minds. We are an LA-based nonprofit professional training academy and studio for animation and visual effects, and all our artists have autism. All our students in the academy have autism, and all our artists, the graduates in the animation and the visual effects studio have autism. And I have the privilege to do this. I'm inspired to do this every day. I come from the animation and from advertising circles a long time ago in New York and LA. It started off as a after-school program that I got associated with, and then the dream was to have a college and my dream was always to see a studio and have a nurturing environment for those who don't get jobs in the outside, a place for them to make a living and therefore have a life.
Hi, I'm John Clark. I'm the animation studio manager at Exceptional Minds, which Howie just explained to you is a nonprofit school for visual arts and animation along with the studio. When I started there, I started as a teacher, and we did not have an animation studio. We just had a fledgling visual effects studio, and since I've been there for the past 5 years, they opened an animation studio, and I've become the producer and manager there. And the visual effects studio has gone on to work for people like Marvel and Star Wars and all sorts of amazing clients. And I've got to see in our animation studio, I've got to see people who were my students go on to become paid employees in the animation studio. And I get to see them walk home with a paycheck for the amazing work that they've done for clients like Special Olympics and Sesame Street, among many, many others. We've done so much content, and in our spare time, our artists relentlessly pursue their own personal projects. So it's a dream of Howie and mine to see some of these guys' original content become content that's on television and on the internet and festivals. So the festivals are a great first step.
The connection to autism with animation, it's uncanny. I have certain theories about that, but they have a great visual memory, a lot of our population, and so whereas I might need a chart to make a character run, they can pull it out of their head. They have a memory of somebody running, and they can break it up into frame by frame often. They're not all savants, but they're all pretty dang gifted, and so they're also great at creating their own content because they live in a parallel universe, they grew up in a parallel universe, and so they have these worlds with their own languages, their own visual language, their own written language. They can create these worlds which make for good series and make for good shorts.
My name is Tony Saturno. I'm a visual effects artist here at Exceptional Minds Studio. Ever since I was a teenager, I've always been fascinated with visual effects that were utilized in big Hollywood blockbuster movies. It feels like an honor to have worked on a movie that has been nominated for an Oscar. There were a few markers that were sort of occasionally occluded by foreground stuff, and so it was a challenge for me to try and remove the marker. I feel like one thing that has inspired me is just how well these things can be done and how your imagination can just run wild.
The mission of Exceptional Minds is to train young adults who have autism to work in visual effects and animation.
I really wanted to be an animator. I got the chance to learn pretty much everything.
Exceptional Minds, www.exceptional, EXCEPTIONAL dash, not underscore dash, minds, MINDS.org. That'll tell you everything you need to know. You can also,
And in the meantime, hire us. We need clients. We need jobs for these guys to make a living wage and make a living doing the art that they love, that they're so good at doing. So we're just blessed to be here and happy to be being interviewed by you guys.
so